Okay, good evening. Please turn off your phones. Welcome to the October 24th, 2023 special meeting of the Eureka Springs Historic District Commission. I'm Dee Bright, Chair. Commissioners present tonight are Maggie Haid, Peter Graham, Christine Santamore, and Frank Green. We have a quorum for business. The Eureka Springs Historic District Commission is empowered by the Eureka Springs Municipal Code to issue a certificate of appropriateness for alterations of exterior architectural features, demolition and new construction within the boundaries of the Eureka Springs Historic District. The HDC uses Eureka Springs Historic District guidelines and the U.S. Department of Interior standards for the rehabilitation of historic buildings as the basis for our decision. The Commission can take the following actions on an application: approval with modifications, denial or deferral for more information. Appeal of denial may be made to the Circuit Court. Public comments will be heard on each agenda item as it is called. Other public comments will be heard during the public comment period, which we won't be having that this evening because we're only discussing one thing. May I have a motion to approve the agenda as presented?
I move we approve the agenda as presented.
Second.
Christine made the motion. Peter seconded. Is there any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries 4-0. Approval of applications does not excuse applicant's owner or agent from compliance with any other applicable codes or ordinances or policies of the City of Eureka Springs. We have no old business, new business. Level 2 and 3, 35 Benton. Pemberton is the applicant. New deck, remove, rebuild, stone wall, add 2 steps and landing, add metal fence, rebuild rear stone steps, rebuild and raise stone wall, new wood/metal fence. Do we have someone here for this application? Would you please state your name?
Penny Pemberton,
And your address, Penny?
448 County Road 207, Eureka Springs.
And you are the applicant.
Yes.
New deck, removal, rebuild, stone wall, add 2 steps, landing, add metal fence, rebuild rear stone steps, rebuild and raise stone wall, new wood/metal fence. Is this correct?
Yes.
Okay. Do I have a motion so we can discuss this application?
I make a motion that we open for discussion on level 2 and level 3 at 35 Benton.
Second.
Okay. Do you guys have questions of Penny or?
The only thing I just wanted to point out is that it is non-contributing to the historic district. This also came before our Board of Zoning and Planning, which we already did give approval for the ordinance because it's within the property line. When we did a site visit, when we went out there to discuss what the additions was going to be, I was able to actually talk to the house directly between where the structure at 35 Benton is going to be rebuilt, and they're totally okay with it. They give approval, so that's the only thing that I wanted to mention during the comments on this.
Maybe we should read the summary of facts for the application.
Sure. Would you like me to?
Yes, would you, Peter?
Sure.
Thank you.
Yep. Summary for facts as presented on application is it's on the east side of 35 Benton Street. Number 1 is add new 32-foot by 9-foot metal deck that mimics the back metal deck and metal railing. 2 would be add metal spiral staircase to rear of deck. 3, remove and rebuild stone wall along neighboring driveway. 4, add 2 steps and landings on street side to new stone wall. 5, attach post to the top of the stone wall cap and install a 26-foot by 4-foot fence of stained 1 by 8 by 8 wooden boards. 6 would be install front black metal fence, 2-foot posts with half-inch spindles, step down, 2-foot height facing stone wall and new gate after stone steps are completed. And that's on the east side of the building. And then on the west side of the building, there's going to be new wood metal fence of stained wooden boards, 1 by 8 by 8, 33 feet by 6 foot high. Number 8 would be add black metal fence in front of existing stone wall, 3 feet by 8 foot 2 post with half-inch spindles. And then the rear of the structure would be rebuild 7 stone steps in rear under deck, 8 rebuild and raise stone wall in the back left corner of property. And then it says that I think after this it just talks about applicable U.S. Secretary of Interior standards.
Yeah.
So
Penny, is all those summary of facts correct?
The deck was, at that time, set at 9 feet because I did not have the setback from planning. So the deck will now be 12 feet wide versus 9 feet wide. But now, so when I did the application, I had to do it as if before I.
You're talking about the very first one on the east side where it says add new 32-foot by 9-foot metal
Yes.
deck. That should be 32 feet by 12 feet metal deck that mimics back metal deck and metal railing.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Yep, that's it.
And construction date on this property was 2016, and as Peter pointed out, it is a non-contributing property. Any other questions of Penny or comments, discussion? Frank made the motion, Peter seconded. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries 4-0.
Thank you.
Thanks, Penny.
Thank you.
And of course, we have no public comments because this, unless somebody has something, nobody's here. And we have no comments tonight, except I guess we can say we're thinking of you, Kyle, and wanting you to get back as much as possible. Do I have a adjournment?
I make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Frank made the motion, Christine seconded. All in favor say aye.
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 Motion carries 4-0.